Hey guys, so this is just a little help with our interval notation unit, okay, or lesson I should say. All right, so it says put in interval notation and draw a graph. Okay, so like this is your worksheet. I'm just going to kind of work like maybe one of each section just to help you out a little bit. Okay, so x is greater than or equal to 4. All right, so and I know you have the answers, but I just kind of wanted to explain a little bit. So if you are greater than or equal to 4, that means you can equal 4 and then go forever to infinity that way. Okay, if you have an infinity, it's always a parenthesis on the side. Sorry, I did not mean it. That's supposed to be a parenthesis. If you have or equal to, it can equal the 4, so you put a bracket if it's equal. Okay, if it's not equal, like for example, number 2, x is less than 6, that's going to be parentheses on both. Remember, it's always parentheses around infinity. If you're less than 6, you're going to go from 6 back to the left. So in other words, negative infinity to 6. And again, anytime it's infinity, it's a parenthesis. If it's not or equal to, you just do a parenthesis again. The only time you do a bracket is if you have an or equal to. And so that's kind of how that works. And of course, for a picture, I would just that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and greater than or equal. That you did that like back in Algebra 1, you would just shade to the right. So that's really all, that's about. The main thing is this. And the reason I'm showing you and doing this unit is because they do this. This is how they write answers in college algebra for everything. So this will really help you next year to kind of be a little familiar with it. And then the bottom section here, you're just doing the same thing but reverse. So obviously if you're going from negative infinity to negative 8, that's going to be less than negative 8, but it's also or equal because of the bracket right there. It can equal negative 8. So that's, from negative infinity to negative 8 is less than or equal to negative 8. Okay? All right, and then on ones like this bottom section, 9 through 10, if you're going from 1 to 5, notice that both of those circles are open, so you put parentheses on both. If it's close parentheses, you do a bracket. If you have one of each, you do a parenthesis and a bracket. So that's all of that. Okay? And then one more on the back super fast. Remember, you don't have to do 7, 8, or 9 on this page, but just to kind of help you with one of these on the back. Okay, so anytime you're doing the domain, you're looking at the x-axis. Okay? So we're going to look on the x-axis. All right, look, this thing starts at negative 1. Okay, and it's a closed circle, so I'm going to do a bracket. And it goes all the way to 4. Okay? And I'm going to do a parenthesis because it's an open circle at 4. All right, so that's your domain. All right, your range, you're looking at the y-axis. Okay, so on the y, the lowest it goes is 1. It actually can equal 1, so I'm going to do a bracket. And then the highest it ever goes is 6. And that should be an open parenthesis because it's, well, let me check on that, on the open circle, because it's not real clear. All right, let's see. Let me go to the back. 1, negative 1 to 4, range 1 to 6. Yeah, we got it right. And the answers are at the bottom. You can check. So that's how you do that type. All right.